All right there, I'm Sabrina, and today we're doing a very gentle practice to calm the nervous system and relax the pelvic floor. We're going to go into the connection of the pelvic floor, the diaphragm, and the throat today, and it's a mainly seated practice. So for that, grab your favorite pillow. I have like just a couch cushion here. And we're gonna start in a comfortable seat. You could as well sit on your heels or have the pillow in between your knees, sitting in a supported Vajrasana seat. All right, so let's start by just having the hands on the knees wherever they feel comfortable. I invite you to close your eyes and just gently rock your pelvis front and back and allow your whole upper body to join that movement. Maybe already the chin wants to rise and fall. And let's use that movement to kind of spiral or rock into the present moment, letting go of all the cares and worries of the day. Using this movement to relax into our own bodies. Unite our breath and movements, taking an inhale as we rock forward, exhaling as we're rocking back. And here you can already feel into the expansion of your pelvic bowl on your inhale and that natural contraction on your exhale without doing anything much yet. Softening through your face, your jaw, your eyes, your shoulders, your toes, your fingertips, whatever might feel a little tension. Allowing your navel to relax. Beautiful, just a little longer. Maybe you can already feeling your energy rising, a little heat coming up, a little warmth. Beautiful. Then let's settle our pelvis in what feels neutral and comfortable for you. Rooting your sit bones, your pelvic floor, your perineum down into the earth. Allowing your legs, your lower body to be grounded. Giving yourself stability. All right. So now we take the lower parts or the roots of our hands onto our closed eyelids. And we want to apply really soft pressure onto our closed eyes here. Allow your spine to be long and light in a natural way. Feeling your breath flowing in and out. For 2-3 more breaths. Allowing your navel to expand on your inhalations and flowing inwards on your exhales. Alright, and now keeping your eyelids closed, we're gonna bring the hands just a little bit away in front of our face, our eyes. And then we blinking the eyes open into the safety of our palms, letting the light back in. Beautiful. Then we move those hands in front of our hearts. So I have the microphone here now. So we want to place the hands on the sternum. And we want to pull the skin just a little bit down. I hope you can still hear me. And now on our inhalations, we reach the chin wide up. We open the throat, we pull the skin down. And then exhale, we release the pull. We tuck the chin to the chest. And for me, those rocking motions come naturally again. Additionally, feel free to do that or find any other way. So on your inhalation, you want to pull your skin of your sternum down, reaching your chin up. And on the exhale, you relax and round. Go with your own breath flow. Feel free to find pauses in between your in and exhalations. All right, one more deep inhale, feeling your breath full. And then exhale, releasing your hands down. Maybe your palms want to be up, maybe your hands want to be down. Observe what makes you feel more connected right now. Let's take a few breaths in and out the nose, up and down the spine, up and down our Sushumna Nadi, our energetic midline. Allowing your shoulders to be relaxed, softening your shoulder blades down your back, feeling your heart open, feeling your crown naturally rising up towards the sky, allowing your navel, your core to ever so softly support you on this. Nice. Gently blink your eyes open if you had them closed. Now we're going to bring the left hand underneath the left collarbone and the right hand on top. We pull the skin down and outwards towards the left side. Now on your next inhale, reaching your chin towards the right. Beautiful. Continue breathing, and now you are a little free here. Tilting your chin, moving your jaw, wiggling your jaw. Just observe what feels good and liberating for your body, your nervous system, your vagus nerve. You also want to stick your tongue out. 2, 3 more breaths here. Beautiful. Take your last deep inhale. And on the exhale, we bring the hands down again, centering our gaze. Before we come to the other side, let's just gently look right and left over our shoulders. Feeling into the rotation of our neck. Beautiful. Even out your sides, so right and left have been moved evenly. Great. Then we take the right hand underneath the right collarbone and the left on top. We pull the skin down and to the side. Deep inhale to move the chin towards the left. Continue breathing in a natural flow, tilting your jaw, your chin anywhere you like. Feel free to also stick your tongue out, making any movements that feel good. At the same time, relaxing through your hip, through your pelvic floor if you have forgotten about that. Just a little reminder for myself as well. Alright, let's take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, release. Couple breaths, centering ourselves along our spine, our Sushumna Nadi. So now let's take our hands just softly on the belly, and we want to make circling motions. Taking in anything you feel along the way. You could spiral that movement inwards until you arrive in your navel, and then spiraling back outwards. Being creative with your practice. Alright, and let's just take a nice deep inhale, finding expansion through our fingertips And then exhale. Let's hug ourselves for a moment and kind of wiggle ourselves a little side to side, swaying a little bit. Taking your last deep inhale and a good exhale out. Beautiful. And we bring those hands down and let's come off our pillow, coming to the ground. And now whatever foot being at the front, you bring it to the back. All right. So here we want to find body circles, so bring your hands on the knees. We take a deep inhale when the heart reaches forward and allow that inhale to reach in between your sit bones as well. As we exhale, we rotate back. Beautiful. Go into your own pace, in your own flow. Again, connecting your breath, your diaphragm to the movement of your pelvic bowl. All right, making one more big circles. We reaching our hearts forwards, tilting the pelvis back. And here, let's walk our fingertips forward. You can have the hands flat on the ground. You can have them cupped. And we want to reach the sit bones further back and down, keeping them rooted down, and allow your hands to crawl forward. You can sway a little side to side, finding your nice long stretch. Keeping breathing in between your sit bones into your whole pelvic bowl, feeling the expansion on your inhalation and the relaxation on your exhale. We stay for 5 more breaths. Again, making this your movement. This practice is for you and for you alone. All right, then slowly walking your hands back, rounding your spine up. Now bring whatever foot is forward, out to the side in kind of 45-degree angle, gently flexing your foot. And then we just want to turn our leg, allow that movement to come from your hip joint here, loosening everything up a little bit. All right. And then let's come into stillness. We want to have a soft, flexed foot here. We root the sit bones down to the ground. We relax the pelvic floor. We take a deep inhalation. We reach the fingertips up. And exhale. We soften deeper into the ground. Beautiful. With the next inhale, we're letting the spine getting long again while keeping rooting down into the ground. So we have this opposite motion going on. Now on the next inhale, we want to rotate the rib cage towards the bent knee. Beautiful. Let's take 1 or 2 breaths here, feeling that sensation. Another inhale to lengthen the spine, and then on the exhale, bending to the side your way. So this can be like a super gentle bend. If it's in your practice, you can go all the way down. So whatever suits you today. And then I invite you to taking deep breath into that rib cage that is expanded right now. And find a gentle contraction in the opposite side to support you better in that movement. And make sure you don't collapse through your shoulder. Allow your upper shoulder blade to travel down your back. Beautiful, bringing a little smile on your face. Let's take another 2-3 breaths here. Maybe softening a little bit deeper or finding more depth into pose, whatever that means for you. All right, then find a connection to your core. We want to rise up strong with the inhale. Then on the exhale, we plant that hand down just behind ourselves. And then with the next inhale, find a good long stretch, pushing yourself up. Stay connected to your feet and whatever is on the ground. And here take a few breaths, finding that nice good stretch, pushing up through your pubic bone, maybe also pushing up through your heart, staying connected to your foot and your leg. One more deep, deep inhale. And then exhale, really slowly with control, come back down. Rotate your rib cage towards your stretched out leg this time. Reroute your hips down. We take another inhale, lengthening through the spine and the fingertips. And now on your exhale, bowing forward. We stay here for about 10 breaths. You choose the intensity. Maybe you are feeling more stretchy, more active, then please feel free to carefully bring yourself deeper into the pose. You can also just be here, tilting the pelvis a little bit forward, allowing your head to hang. Whatever you do, keep breathing into your pelvic bowl. Keep connected to the dance of the diaphragm and the pelvic bowl. That unified pulsation. Taking your last few breaths, maybe you want to find more depth in your pose. Taking a last extra deep inhalation in a way that you feel the whole surface of your skin expand. And then one last exhale out into the pose, relaxing even more. And then really slowly and mindfully rise yourself up. So now we bring that other foot out. We bring the other foot in, wherever you had. And then we want to bring that foot forward again. So we have both sides. All right, now you probably don't remember anymore in which direction you were spiraling first. So just allow your body to find that intuitive motion, and then you go into the other direction. Deep inhalation when the heart reaches forward. Exhale when you are going back. Flowing in your own pace. Beautiful, making one last big circle. And we meet when the heart reaches forward, allow the fingers to crawl forward and finding that nice stretch forward while simultaneously your sit bones reaching back and down into the earth. Finding any movement that comes naturally to you. Deep inhalations down the rib cage, down the pelvic bowl. Couple more breaths here. And with your next inhalation, really slowly coming back up. All right, now we're bringing that front foot out in a 45-degree angle again. We gently flex the foot and we're gonna swing it a little bit around, letting the movement come from the hip joint again. Then Let's find stillness here, feeling your foot gently flexed, your leg is connected to the ground, your sit bones are rooting down into the earth as we take an inhalation, reaching the spine, the fingertips up into the sky. A couple of breaths here, feeling yourself lengthening and lightening. Another inhale together, and on the exhale, allow your rib cage to move. So feel free to take your hands as a support to feel your rib cage moving to your bent knee. All right, another inhale, bringing the hands back up, and then exhale, finding your side bend your way. Breathing into that opening of the one side and finding a soft supporting contraction on the opposite side, allowing your heart, your collarbones to be open and your upper shoulder blade to travel down your back. Finding softness in your face, your jaw, your eyes. Stay for about 5 more breaths. And then finding that connection in your core. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to bring your hand diagonally to the back. Another inhale to push your pubic bone forward. Beautiful. A few breaths here, finding that good long stretch. Staying connected with your front foot to the ground. Feeling your supporting hand on the earth. Breathing towards your pubic bone and all the way up to your heart. Taking one last deep inhale. And then exhale, carefully lower your hips down. We rotate that rib cage to the stretched out leg. If you like, you can take an inhale to lengthen. And then exhale, finding your forward fold for 10 breaths, your style, using the same style as on the other side. Keep on breathing towards your pelvic bowl. So this is not about how far you're reaching forward. This is really about the quality of your movement and your breath and your awareness towards yourself. Taking your last extra deep inhalation and full exhale, sinking even deeper. And then rise up mindfully with your inhalation. And exhaling to center. All right, so now on time we bring both legs out and then we wiggle through both legs. All right, then let's meet with the toes pointing up and tilt your pelvis forward. Allow your navel to come closer to the ground, walking your hands back forward. You can go very low if that's in your practice. You can stay very upright as well. Bringing in a little engagement in your legs, just as you would push them softly into the ground. Breathing into your pelvic bowl, into the space in between your sit bones. Just a couple more breaths here. Softening your jaw, your face. Observing if you're able to finding more depth in the pause on each exhalation. And the depth doesn't need to be visible. It can be purely within yourself. Take about 2 or 3 more breaths. One last deep inhale. Full releasing exhale. Then with your next inhale, really softly coming up, really gently bringing your legs in. We're gonna bring the feet in front of us and we find a hug. We bring the forehead towards the knees. We're nicely rounding ourselves. Breathing along our back. Feeling your skin expand on the inhale. And feeling your whole body relaxing on the exhale. 5 more breaths like this. Taking your last breath. And then really slowly lifting your head back up. We're gonna bring the hands just to the back of us and the feet a little wider than the hips. And now we're gonna dip one knee inwards. The other one can rotate a little outwards, but we want to focus on that inward rotation of the leg. And then we're gonna change. Make sure that your spine is not going all the way to the side to take away the rotation within your hip. So really allow that rotation to come from your hip bone. And yeah, take the time to observe the quality of the movement for yourself, the sensations. And there's really no right and wrong. We want to create new pathways through our body. We want to meet ourselves new. Just a few more times. Slowly even out your sides. Alright, so now grab your pillow again. It's going to be our last pose. We're going to come onto our backs. So plant your feet nicely on the ground. Take a moment to observe that connection from your feet to the ground. And then observe the connection of your sit bones to the ground. And then allow yourself to roll down really slowly and mindfully, feeling all the vertebrae slowly aligning on the ground. And then let's just take a short rest here, grounding the upper body into the earth. Beautiful. So now grab your pillow, whatever you have. We want to lift the hips just slightly to glide that pillow underneath, and then we bring the hips back up on top. Resting it on the pillow. And then from here, we stretch the legs out. So we kind of like in a supported Shavasana pose. So your hands can be wherever they feel comfy, on your hips, on the side, over your head, somewhere on your torso. And then here, allow your legs to relax, your shoulders, your face. And then I invite you to feel your breath flowing in and out that pubic area, along your pubic bone in between your front hip bones, so your lower belly. Allowing that space to rise on your inhalations and relaxing down on your exhalations. At the same time, softening through your third eye, the space in between your eyebrows. So this is our last pause for today, and feel free to stay here as long as you like. I thank you for joining the practice with me today, and see you next time.